Hey everyone, welcome back. It's time for a weekly market recap and whoa, it's been a wild one. Let's jump into what happened this week around the globe, from US data surprises to central bank moves and even coffee prices taking a hit. First up, in the US, business spending took a hit. New orders for big-ticket capital goods dropped down in 6 months. Core capital goods orders down 1.3%, durable goods down 6.3%. Basically, companies are holding back on spending, probably because of all the uncertainty around tariffs. But hey, consumers were a little more upbeat. Confidence ticked up in May for the first time in 5 months. Still, people are worried, especially about tariffs possibly pushing prices higher. Now, let's talk Australia and New Zealand. In Australia, inflation stayed steady at 2.4%, slightly above expectations but still in the central bank's comfort zone. New Zealand, they cut their interest rate by 25 basis points, now down to 3.25%. The economy is recovering, but global slowdown worries are creeping in. Over in the US, the Fed is playing it safe. The FOMC minutes show they're still stressed about fiscal and trade policies. So for now, they're keeping rates steady and watching. Oh, and President Trump wasn't too happy about that. He even told Fed Chair Powell he's making a mistake by not cutting rates. GDP in the US dipped 0.2% in Q1, less than expected, but still a slowdown, mainly because of a surge in imports before tariffs kicked in. Around the world, South Korea and Mexico both cut their growth forecasts, and yes, it's mostly because of the tariff uncertainty. The Bank of Korea also cut rates just like New Zealand. Meanwhile, Tokyo's core inflation hit a 2-year high, 3.6%. That's putting some serious pressure on Japan's central bank to act. Here's a number that raised some eyebrows. Corporate profits in the US dropped over $118 billion in Q1. That's the biggest fall in more than 4 years, mostly from non-financial companies. Quick look at the market action. The euro-dollar didn't do much, but it was a bumpy ride. The dollar-yen bounced back, and the dollar-peso is down for the 5th month in a row. Oil dropped again, 2nd week in a row. Coffee lost over 10% in just 3 weeks, and cocoa is down 17% in 2. Oats, however, have been up more than 5%. In India, foreign investors pulled $2.6 billion this month. That's the biggest move since September. Japan's 225 and Australia's ASX also gained. ASX has now risen 8 weeks in a row. Coming up next week, lots of key data. US manufacturing and job reports. Eurozone inflation. Aussie GDP and trade data. Canadian unemployment. Plus, earnings from Dollar Tree and Broadcom. That's your wrap-up for the week. Markets are moving, rates are shifting, and tariffs are still making noise. Stay sharp, stay curious, and see you next week.